All right. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Don't forget, Monday is a market holiday. And as I speak to you right now, it's Sunday evening. But I want to look at some of these AI stocks and so forth. And is it a bubble? In my opinion, yes. But I'll tell you what, I was an institutional trader for 25 years. I was the head of trading at three different institutions. I was a market maker. I worked for Steve Cohen. I worked for Mario Gabelli, blah, 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 blah. So I've been around the block a few times. Now, here's the thing about bubbles. They can go on for a long time. As traders, we don't really want to get an opinion. An opinion is a dangerous thing for a trader to have. If you're a short-term trader, like most of my students are, day traders and so forth. Because if you have an opinion, it might alter the way that you think. You might be subject to confirmation bias. In other words, you tell everyone and all your friends, all your trading buddies or so forth, market's going up, blah, blah, blah. Well, it might make you ignore or not give enough value to things that might be contrary to your opinion. And it might be subconscious. You might not even realize that you're doing it. So the best traders come to work every day with a defensive mindset as a reactionary, and they let the market tell them what to do. So NVIDIA has not moved for, you could argue 5 days. It's been in the same range, definitely 3. Okay. Now, okay, you're probably like, yeah, big deal. Well, guess what? Something that's going up, what's the first thing it needs to do before it starts going down? Well, it needs to stop going up. Maybe NVIDIA has done that. However, the big deal here is in their earnings is in 3 days. So today's Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Wednesday, they're going to report. This is going to be really big. And here's the thing to look out for. If they report really good numbers and the stock doesn't go higher, that's what we call bad action. It means that there's news that's really good and it should push the stock up, but it doesn't. Why is that? Well, the reason is simple. It's a supply and demand thing. People that want to buy NVIDIA buy it before the earnings. So when the earnings come out, good, bad, or indifferent, there's no one left to buy. And if there's no one left to buy, there's no one to push the price up. For a price to go higher, buyers have to be pushing it up. They have to be bidding it up. So this is what we call bad action potentially, or you might have heard the term buy in the rumor, sell on the news. It was pretty similar with Bitcoin a month or two ago. I mean, now we've exceeded it, but there was all this news about, actually, let me just bring it up here. About when the ETFs for the spot were going to get approval from the SEC. So that was pretty much right here. Okay. So let me just make this a little bit bigger. All right. So what happened was the news came out. Well, the news didn't come out. People bought it. Then the news came out up here. Okay. And when the news came out, it didn't go higher. Why? Well, everyone who wanted to buy it has bought it already. So there's no one left to buy it. If you're in the institutional money management world, where I was for more than 2 decades, the way money managers typically think is they put a percentage of their assets into an investment. So they might say, okay, let's put 5% of our assets into Bitcoin. Great. Once you got that 5%, when the earnings come out, like I said before, good, bad, or indifferent. It's like, hey, I got a full position. I got 5%. I'm not buying anymore. And then some of the people that bought ahead of the news start to get kind of like, wow, I thought this thing was going to go up on the news. It hasn't gone up. This isn't working out the way I thought. I better sell. And then guess what? They try to find buyers, and the buyers, like I said before, are finished, and they have a hard time finding people that want to buy from them. So they have to offer their Bitcoin at a discount. And this forces the downtrend. So obviously we've gone higher since then, but our mindset here, at least for stock market shopper, is more short-term oriented. We have students that are buy and hold investors, pretty much any genre, but it seems like most of the people I talk to are day traders and options traders. So when you understand something like this, the whole buy in the rumor, sell on the news, if you understand it's not just an expression, but there's actually a psychological principle behind it that could cause the market to go down. If you can understand that, well, that's a great way for traders to make money. So just going back to NVIDIA, if NVIDIA reports great numbers and the stock doesn't go up, probably after a day or two or maybe three, some of the people that bought it ahead of the earnings are going to look around and be like, man, what the hell's going on here? It's not going up. I better get out of this. And then they have a hard time finding buyers. They have to offer their shares out at a discount. All right. One thing I want to check this out here before I go is a super microcomputer. What a massive reversal. But in environments like this is not unusual behavior. It's not a surprise. Stocks that go parabolic. The parabolic is a term traders use for like basically like, what the hell is going on? And check this out. You see these aggressive moves here, like gapping up. Okay. The buyers are so aggressive. They so want to own it that they just are willing to pay any price and they just rip ahead of each other. And you get this massive, really quick move higher. Guess what? Let's look back here. Same thing. Really aggressive buying, massive move higher. Really aggressive buying tends to occur at two places: the very beginning of a trend and the very end of a trend. The beginning of a trend, you could say, oh, this is the smart money. They know their trend is going to be starting and they jump in there and they don't mind paying up because they're aggressive. They think the market's going higher. When you get to the end of the trend, these are the people that have been sitting on the sidelines for months, waiting and waiting and waiting for the price to go down so they can buy at a better price. Finally, they throw in the towel. They tell their brokers, just go buy it at whatever price I can. And now the market runs out of buyers because they're the last in the food chain. And the only way it can go is down. So my suspicion is maybe we get a little bit of a rebound, but I think that there's a good chance we're going to go lower. And I think the same thing for a bunch of the other AI stocks. So thanks for listening. Please make sure you check in, and I will talk to you soon.